Cover your eyes, we look up to the sky, and we're breaking the ceiling just to see how it feels. Ready to go, 'cause my soul's on its own. This place is ready to blow. I don't wanna be alone. You got nothing to prove it, but nothing to lose then. You got nothing to lose then. Sorry, but I gotta go. You got nothing to prove it, but nothing to lose then. You got nothing to lose then. Sorry, but I gotta go.
What is up, dudes, dudettes, and all my beautiful people of the interwebs? It is Saturday, so it's time to go beyond. Welcome to the United Side. It's a Smash with a Smash podcast. We hope everyone is doing wonderful this Saturday. It has been a minute, guys. I hope y'all are feeling good. Y'all are feeling happy and ready to go with everything. Because this week, it's got some light news. You know, it's all starting to come up. I was like, we still got to go over some things that happened at Jump Festa, but we might not get to that. But we got a lot of things in the works. Got a lot of things going. But the biggest thing going on right now is they announced the nominees for the Anime Awards this year, and oh, it has been something interesting. I gotta say, it has been something interesting with the way that those are all going off. What's good, 108 Dragons TV in the building? What's good, big brother? How's it going? I see you over there on YouTube and stuff like that. But before we even get started with that, let's go ahead and see how the family is doing. We're running light again because everyone's got family things going on, but we're making sure that you guys always get the news that y'all need to have. And finally, he's able to make it after being gone for almost a month because he wanted to go see some Clippers. And we ain't talking about the basketball team, no. He wanted to just go to the barber and just stare at Clippers all day. It's the one and only Vegeta Defender himself, the main named after a car who only needs one letter. We're talking about Supra G. How's it going, my man? It's the one and
Good, man.
only
Glad to be back.
Vegeta Defender himself. Always good to be back. And I gotta say, this week has been interesting with the news, right? Very interesting with everything. And I think we're gonna start with one of the more interesting topics, right? Is that season 4, and we're just gonna kind of jump right into this one, and we'll get Op's opinion on it when it hops in. But season 4 of My Hero has been not as impressive animation wise as we've seen with a lot of the other fights from a lot of the past, right? We know that what Bones has done with the animation for the fights from season 1, 2, and 3 have been really top tiered, really great looking, very colorful, very well animated fights. Even though there's certain things that were questionable design changes or just choices on animation, it was still really well done fight scenes, right? And a lot of the manga readers and everything were all excited for season 4 and what was supposed to be coming up with the next story arc, saying that, yo, this is going to be one of the best story arcs. This is going to be the one that's going to make this really above all. And a lot of people that have been watching it don't really feel that way. You definitely have the more casual audience who are just saying, yo, this is the best season of MHA ever. But for a lot of others, it doesn't feel that way. It does not feel anywhere up to par of what the animation has done in the past. I know you, having read the manga, was excited for this story arc. Kind of hearing that this is nowhere near what it could have been. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, I just need to catch up now. Now I feel like watching it to see what the big deal is about because I keep hearing and reading about like how bad it is. But you know what? I only hear and read about how bad it is to the people that actually read the manga. If you're not reading the manga, then I guess it's great, what I see. But for myself, I probably will be in the group that don't think it's that fantastic if it's not. So it's just crazy how this season has the community so divided because everybody loves My Hero. So to hear that, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the kind of bad part is that, you think of what My Hero has been able to do and really kind of take over and really kind of set a lot of people say, yo, this is probably one of the best shonens out in so long and just above everything else out there.
No, the shonen is legit, bro.
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah.
Is. And I watched a video, your boy Roshi, who did a video on, I think the last episode that came out whenever Lemillion fought Overhaul, and he was talking about how he didn't like it because he reads it too, So I mean, seeing animation and reading what we read, and then hearing is subpar. Because most of the time, like when I read the stuff, I'm like, bro, I can't wait for this to, to be visually put on the screen. And if it's like that, dude, that's all bad, bro. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's been what's been a big complaint is that like y'all kept talking and seeing how Lemillion fought at the end of season 3, getting that tease of what makes Lemillion, right? I was excited for his character because me and you've been talking about him well before, because you were ahead in the manga when me and you was talking about it before even season 3 came out, and I was excited to finally see Lemillion because I knew about Lemillion ahead of time, right? And one of the things that I was excited for was you kept telling me how, the fight between Lemillion and Overhaul, that animated, is going to be so
And
dope.
what's crazy? It wasn't even just me. It was me and Soul, because Soul was about it, and we both was just like, man, like what that dude can do, like he's so busted, bro. Like he is, and they didn't even get to highlight, or from what I hear, they didn't get to like show.
They didn't
his
really
true
show him
gusto,
off.
man.
They didn't show what he really could do. I was like, don't get me wrong, they gave a taste of the character, and he had a few parts, but it's like,
But like his fight with Overhaul, like is so good. Like it should be highlighted, man. Like that's not doing it justice if it's not.
Yeah, cause everyone who reads the manga is just like, these still images though, the fight, the way that it goes in your mind, like, this could be something dope as hell when it's animated. But when you see a scene like that and it's all still images, that's what kills it, because the fact that you're like, the one thing about an anime that's supposed to be good is that fact that you can animate it full on, and you're talking about one of the biggest fights in this manga that's supposed to set it apart and be one of the biggest hypes, and it's not. Like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
I still
it's
felt
quite a
I still
letdown,
felt
especially like for me. I'm actually glad I didn't watch it, because for me to be let down, like I've been waiting for this. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about this before season 3. I was like, man, like wait till they get to this certain section. Like it had me hyped just for the future. And to hear that it's not like paying out, bro, that's all bad, bro. Like it makes me not want to watch it. And I was trying to wait to like watch the whole season once it's done, because like I said, I read it, so I'm not like thirsty for it, but like it's just hurt my feelings, bro.
Yeah, and it hurts mine too, because the fact that I was like, we all here are massive Hero Aka fans. I was like, and at that point, it's like, it's probably just better to just read the read the manga more than watch the anime at this point, because of the fact that it's like, I was like, some of these fights should have been what made it, because you look at like season 2, one of the most memorable fights in recent history that's now gone down as one of the best fights in animation was season 2, when you had Todoroki versus Midoriya. You see that fight, and you were talking about like, reading that and then watching it, that's exactly how I would have loved to have seen it. You see something like that, it's just like, dude, this is what this is capable of. You see like season 1 with just All Might versus Nomu, right? You think that is like showing off what these fights should be capable of. All Might versus One for All should have been a lot bigger, but it's still it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as big as it could have been, right? But it is what it is. You see a lot of the other fights that were there throughout the season and be like, okay, this isn't too bad, But seeing one of the biggest villains that everyone was hyped to see with Overhaul, and the way that he would actually because you were talking about him well ahead of time, you're like, this dude is an actual threat, and he shows that in the show.
Yeah.
But the fights just aren't what it could have been to really get to show off what makes, a character like Overhaul so terrifying,
I think the issue is that they're too faithful to the source material.
Oh, what's
the
up?
manga. Hey, what's up, y'all? Manga is like, of course, the manga is a book, so it's gonna be like slides at that point. It seems like they're trying to go along the lines of, I guess, being more marketable on social media, doing more stills, so it can be more popular, I guess, distribute it more often, easier at that point. Because you see in the final overall at the end,
Nah.
like all the stills, frames,
Just me
and
hearing the stills, bro, sounds like they just went cheap on it, bro.
Yeah, and I was like,
lazy.
I don't know.
That's
I
like
think it's
super
probably
lazy.
borderline cloud chasing at this point. Because like, if you a bunch of stills in anime, yes, less work. At the same time, it's more distributable on social media. Because if the anime starts popping up again, because when we look at that one still decade with it, we have the real in his face. I think
nah.
it's more emphasis on those than the fights. season as well, which is why it came out so mid.
I don't think so. I think it's the factor that they went on a cheaper route, what they really shouldn't have, because of the fact that a lot of people were, and y'all were even talking about how this season was going to be one of the best seasons with all the fights and everything that was going
Bro,
to come
because
up with.
when you read it, bro, it has all the potential to be, man. Like the
Ex-
top, you got one of the dopest villains,
Case
one
at
of
this
the
point,
coolest
still
arcs,
down.
bro. Like, I can't believe they did that. Because like just knowing. All right, let me ask you this: how was the scene when Overhaul first met Shigaraki? Like whenever he scratches old boy, did he like explode like real good? Like, 'cause, like I said, I haven't watched any of it. I will eventually, but like, how was that? Because I'm saying
Oh
like
yeah,
Overhaul, I was
when
hyped to
Carl
see
actually done
when
pretty
Overhaul.
well.
oh when he straight like wrecked Magna and destroyed Mister's arm. Oh yeah, that happened.
But did it like come out good? 'Cause I mean, you
Yeah,
said
that scene came out great.
He's done pretty well.
so why would they? Why would they take Lemillion, knowing like, dude,
Like I said
like
they're
the
too faithful to
only
the source
the
material. Because
bro,
in the
like
manga, they didn't really show much of the fight afterwards. It just jumped right to where he got impaled, concrete. It's like him was it like a flashback to his life or something? He's like recollecting on something. In the
I'm
anime,
saying like I'm saying like for me like that this is the only time we really get to like spotlight the villain because after this I mean obviously we've seen that you know he has powers no more and even in the manga so far he hasn't gotten his powers back. So what if he never does? So this was that one time they could have highlighted this dude and let people really see how much of a beast he was, bro. And they dropped the ball.
okay, man.
I don't I don't like that. I mean
At this point, I'm
unless
just sticking to the manga. I don't care. We'll watch the movie.
well, of course.
After
I mean,
that, I'm
that's not it's not deterring me from it because I enjoy the
yeah,
manga. You know, like and the
right.
show, and I always enjoy the mangas most of the time more than the show. So it's not gonna make me stop reading. But it kind of sucks to see that because, like I said, like once you read something, you always want to see that adaptation. You know, the motion adaptation to it. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's
like
going
you can
forward because
see,
like Seven Deadly Sins this season right now, that was
yo,
spooky as hell
that's
right now.
yeah, that season two is like kind of what? I was like, y'all have had some. I was like, I wouldn't say that Seven Deadly Sins had amazing animation at all, but the animation in the earlier
Good though.
season were still great.
Okay, now up you read right? You read My Hero. So like, how do you feel? How does this make you feel? Like that this happened during this season? How does it make you feel for future seasons? Like with the bigger fights we have coming because of stuff that is like just think about the stuff that's going on now without freaking you know dropping anything. Like how do you feel? How do you feel like they're gonna do like with that? Does this kind of like put fear in
A
you
little
because
mid.
of that?
Like I have no faith in it at this point. But like next big fight, I can't say what it's gonna be spoilers, but like
But the
if
fights are
they
even bigger, right? Like the villains
they
feel
are, but at the
bigger.
same time, this is bigger than the previous ones, and it's still half-assed. I'm gonna expect the same energy towards the other ones coming in the
I
future.
don't know if it's bigger than All Might and One for All. I don't know if it's bigger than that, but it's still big enough, bro. Like
It should
to
still be
do it.
treated as one
I
of
was
the
gonna
big.
say one
It
like
should
All
still
Might.
And
be.
for all, because that was like the climactic end for All Might, pretty much. You know, like as we know All Might. I mean, he's still around, but he ain't All Might no more. He's Best of All Might. You know, so but yeah, dude, the fights are gonna get crazier, bigger. Like even like everything that's gonna happen with Endeavor, bro. Like, oh man.
Be nasty, right? If they do it right, but I have no faith at this point. They
See
botched
that.
this one, and they shouldn't have.
See, I don't.
Hey,
I
do you think
wouldn't.
that Endeavor thing's gonna be this season though? Because this season's going by pretty fast. How many more
Nah, right after
episodes is
this is a
left?
Black Sheep arc, and that's probably gonna end it.
You
I
said the
think every season's like 20 or so episodes.
yeah. And
24.
what are they at right now?
15, I think.
Uh,
20?
no.
Now 13, 14.
Nah, they should be at like 15 or something. Yeah.
They are at
Then
check.
11.
so
No,
they
they're
may
at,
make it to the La Brava,
no.
whatever her name was.
They're at 11 because it started at episode
11, okay.
60. Yeah, they started
Oh,
at 64.
yeah, they're gonna make it. I think they're gonna make it to the Endeavor part, bro, because it's not that much further.
Yeah, because they started at 64
We
and
can
it's
only show
on.
a little bit of it.
I think it will end with that.
Oh,
probably.
maybe it's 13.
But
13
it'll
episodes.
set it up for next season, like it did with this one. They showed overhaul in the beginning.
You think it'll
But
be in the
he's
second half of
they left
season
off it
4?
there.
You think it's gonna
I
be in
think
the
this
second
is
half?
gonna end right after the festival. Okay.
Because yeah, no, it's actually on episode 13. 13, my bad. I was like,
Has
it's 13.
Deku already started fighting
Overhaul?
Overhaul?
Yes.
He clapped him already. That was this episode.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah, it was that, bro. I'm telling you, bro, the still shit, they stepped the fight.
That's what I'm saying. Is that this? That's
Really?
it. They still in
A
the just
kick
big
and, like,
fight.
three
No,
punches,
hey,
bro, that's it.
okay. Well then, that I think it's gonna make it to the Endeavor. I think the Endeavor thing is gonna end it probably.
They're gonna set up for next season. Show off just I guess him and whoever I don't spoil it. We'll cut
Yeah.
off right there like it did with this previous season with overhaul.
Can we just
previous
get a
seasons.
can we just get an adaptation of Vigilantes, because I feel like Vigilantes is doing better at this point than what this season is.
As far as manga, like it's there with the My Hero manga as well, but like
Dude, I like Vigilantes because Crawler makes me laugh so much. I was like, I like him so much. And then of course him and what's her name, Pop Step, his girlfriend. I was like, they're adorable. Even though he keeps
his
doing
quirk
stupid stuff.
is like pretty underrated. If he actually took time to like develop it and practice it more, he could be really up there with the pros if he wants to be.
Well, I mean, when
Or
you
he's
saw
content.
the early chapter, what was it? When he was actually
Tell me,
trying to, when he was saving Pop Step, but it was also when the bus was was attacked and had the bomb on it, and they couldn't stop the bus, and he was actually running, or he was helping out Inganium, Lita's brother, before he was attacked by Stain later on, and all that, because this is before everything that's going on in, or was some of it. I think it's starting to catch up to where MHA, but it was before Inganium ever met Stain and was injured and all that. And there was a chapter where Crawler was actually being able to burst his speed to keep up with Inganium and the train, or in the bus, and he was trying to help stop the guy who had Pop Step as a hostage. And when he got Pop Step off, he was trying to make sure that he was able to get her to Inganium. And one of the things that he had when he was he wasn't sure that he was going to be able to make the jump, is that he actually was able to unlock his ultimate ability, to where he was actually able to create another step in midair, and basically boost himself again and be able to make the jump. But he got injured during it, so he really is underrated. Like, I love Crawler so much.
Oh, you're talking about Vigilantes?
Yeah, Vigilantes.
I stepped away for a second.
Yeah, like I was saying, I would love to see Vigilantes, because I was like, those characters in there are
They're
just,
interesting.
oh yeah, I love them. I was like, Pop Step is adorable. Her and her relationship with Crawler, because he's an idiot, yet somehow he ends up still getting her in some way, was great. But like the early chapters, and when you first meet what's his name,
I can't believe they dropped the ball with Overhaul.
yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh.
Also in Vigilantes, we see a lot more of the background with
I think if we hear enough shit about it, they'll probably fix the animation, bro.
they better.
It's not like it's
Because the thing is, Bones is talented. Bones shouldn't be making mistakes like this. This is the kind of mistakes I would see from a cheap other studio, but not Bones.
That's what I was gonna say. They sound like they just went cheap, because it's like, I don't know. It just sound like they went cheap.
Yeah, right.
They gotta come correct, especially with like other anime coming out, and the freaking casuals are latching onto it, because like,
What's up, Megatron?
the Demon Slayer wave, bro, and the casuals picking up on that, bro. That it just like took a shit on My Hero.
Yeah,
My
dude,
Hero
like,
about to take a backseat
and
to Demon Slayer
that's
because
even
of the
better.
casuals.
Yeah, and that's even worse, because this should have been what set it above as one of the best still fights out there. Like, the casuals can say whatever they want about Demon Slayer, right? They're gonna overhype that to all hell. But the thing is,
What?
Demon Slayer still had really great animated scenes and really wonderful fights. It was still absolutely well deserved.
Animation was fire, too.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, so the
Animation
casuals
sound
don't understand, so they're gonna overhype the first prettiest thing that they see. But us, as actually being people who actually watch a majority of things, we can say, yo, Demon Slayer absolutely had phenomenal, beautiful animation. And I was like, and it's what made the early seasons of MHA so amazing to see the fights. This should have been one of those fights, but it was not. I was like, so the other studio that absolutely was killing it with animation this season alone was Vinland Saga. You know, Vinland Saga was the GOAT this past year.
Wit Studios killing it.
Yeah, Wit Studio is bomb right now. I was like, they up there for me with Trigger. I was like, those two studios with their animation is absolutely bomb and consistency right now, because Wit has definitely been picking up a lot. I was like, and everyone, we can all say that Madhouse is always one of the best animation studios, yeah, but the issue is that they take 5 years on a single project and then never go back. I was like, you know, everyone else is at least putting out more stuff.
Didn't Wit do the first season of Attack on Titan too, right?
I think Wit Studios did actually.
Yeah, we did do Attack on Titan.
No, I think it was a different studio that did that Attack on Titan. Let me see here.
I'm pretty sure it's Wit, bro. Hey, the first season.
Oh no, I think they actually just do. No, they do all of Attack on Titan. Yeah, that's all them.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I knew I see, like I told you, I stopped watching it, but I know like
Yeah,
they did it.
I was like, I have Op and Soul are not gonna let me get away, but I was like, I'm gonna have to watch the second half of season 3 of Attack on Titan.
Leave all that bullshit behind.
Listen. I told you the end of the first half with how whiny bitch Aaron got back to. I felt like he regressed way too much. I'm just like, yo. I was like, why am I going back to whiny Aaron? I was like, stop being a bitch. I was like, Historia has more balls than you at this point. Come on now.
Context makes sense.
We
just look at it.
But I mean, the fact it doesn't matter. Like the fact that he's
doesn't matter.
No, the fact that he finds out that he sees.
He is practically useless in his own head, bro. Will not break down.
But no, I'm just like he in that scene. I was like, when he finds out that his dad stole the power from Historia's family and stuff like that because of the fact that they were brainwashing people to keep everyone in because the Titans are humans that ate people and stuff like that. But he was trying to break that cycle. But suddenly Aaron's just like, oh God, it's not mine. I'm useless. Just kill me. Take it back now. Just kill me. I'm just like, dude, shut up.
Put a timer on his life. He low key killed him indirectly. Took his life from him. Thrust his bullshit on him that he had no part in, nothing to do with it at all.
I get that he had a thrust upon him, but in that scene is like he was the biggest thing is that his dad drugged him. He'd be like, hey, when you remember this, he's like, find the basement, go to the basement. The basement is still the on-running joke. It's like, I gotta get to the basement. What did he do? But he's just like, you'll understand one day. I was like, okay, well, that sounds like everything else, but Jesus. But Wit Studio has absolutely been choosing and absolutely showing what they're capable of because of the fact that not only did they do Attack on Titan, they did Seraph of the End, and I love Seraph of the End. That was really well animated and probably one of my favorite yaois, okay, because it followed 2 very beautiful boys and it was good because it was a vampire. They also did Covenant of the Iron Fortress, and they also did my favorite romance anime, and probably, I wouldn't say slice of life, but it was fantasy, that was beautiful, which was Ancient Magus Bride. And then they did Vinland Saga, and they also did After the Rain, which I haven't had a chance to watch. But no, Wit has absolutely in the past couple years really been showing that they are the next big, and Vinland Saga absolutely showed that off. And apparently they're doing their next original work this year called Great Pretender. So I'm really interested in seeing more about that. But dude, Wit is absolutely coming in big. Serena! Thrust upon him. How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, you already know. It's always just thrust upon. When great power comes great thrusting. But I was like, I have to watch the second half of season 3 of Attack on Titan because of the fact that they told me to sit through it because they said that after this comes the Awoken arc or woke Aaron, and that he becomes badass again. So I'm gonna see how it all goes. I'm glad you're doing good, Serena. But yeah, so it's just sad that this is kind of where my hero went with this season. And I know that y'all said that the 2 short story arcs that come after Overhaul are just gonna be kind of like real bland for a lot of people. So if it's gonna set up for Endeavor,
it wasn't really one after the Overhaul one.
No, you said it was 2, right? It was 2.
I think it's 1, right? It's 1, huh? Because it's just the school festival crap. Like,
For what?
after Overhaul, it's like one little
It's like a little mini arc.
And then the important one with
Or it comes right after.
Yeah, it comes after that. So you're gonna have a tiny one, then you're gonna have one that's really important. It's tiny too, but it's really important to the development of Endeavor. Like,
so
I think this season gonna set up next fight with Endeavor.
With Endeavor?
No, I don't think so. Well, I think the Endeavor one's gonna make this season because what comes after the Endeavor stuff is like a whole season worthy type stuff because that's the villain's development. So like,
and right now we're already seeing that we're already seeing that they're already setting up the villains because the one thing that they've done that I think that they're doing good is that they showed a lot of Shigaraki's definite planning and how he's starting to develop a lot more as the leader of the League of Villains.
I
Because
think that's what the next season's gonna be about. The next season, I think, is probably gonna be the development of the villains. That arc's pretty good, but that's what I fear for because what happens with them, bro? You're talking about like grand battle, epic scale type stuff.
that's a lot of whining from a guy complaining about a main character regressing. Hey, rude! How dare you, Serena? But no, the biggest thing, right, is that this season and the past couple episodes, they definitely show that Shigaraki has improved a lot as the leader of the League of Villains, because of the fact that they showed his meeting. They kept doing a lot of flashbacks, but showing his meeting with Overhaul, him learning everything that Overhaul's planning. He's like, oh well, let's work together. I think it'll be beneficial, and stuff like that. And then when he's just like, all right, well, to build the trust, he's like, I'll let two of my people be your temps. And he's just like, it showed when he was talking with Double and Toga about them going to work for the Yakuza and stuff like that. And they're just like, well, why are you doing this? And it shows that he's starting to be a lot smarter about his planning. He's like, I know that they're going to try and convince y'all, but I don't have to worry because of the fact that I trust y'all. Y'all know what to do and set right for what we need to do. And it's been showing them, like, the two of them have been absolutely... It was doing a great job showing them causing chaos for not just the heroes, but for the villains as well. So I got to see a lot more of my girl Toga, and every time I see Toga, I fall in love with that girl all over again. I'm just saying. Like, the way that she messed up Lockrock real quick, and how fast that she was able to get to mess up Aizawa, even though that he thought that he could take care of her. No, that girl is something special. But we're definitely seeing they're at least doing that right. Would you say that?
What's up with this adaptation? What his wife said in his flashback about their baby, like in a manga, like it was like a psycho. It wasn't that serious, but in the anime, talk about what was that she said? Like he came out more so like you than me. It was some fucked up shit that she said in the anime. Remember?
Oh, yeah, no, he was saying that he was remembering. He's like, I was hard on those kids, because.
So his wife in his flashback.
Oh, she said the same thing. She's like, she made a joke.
It was different, bro.
She, the way that I saw it when it happened, she was laughing when she was holding the baby. She's like, well, he came out looking more like you than me, and because of the fact that she's a light skin, she's a white girl, and he's a black hero, and the baby came out looking more like his daddy. But I didn't think too much of it. I didn't think that it was anything.
That's fine. Because like at first I didn't look too much with that. I saw it like, hold on, this little suspect. Like, what y'all trying to say in this anime now? For chill out.
Yeah, but I thought I just kind of took it as a passing joke about it, just because of the fact that everyone always says your kid's gonna look like more one than the other, and she just kind of made a joke that the baby took after his skin color. There's nothing wrong with mixed babies. It'd be different if it didn't look like them at all. Looking like an alien. Froppy didn't look like a frog. It came out looking like a fox, then Frog Dad would be like, what? Although they did mention that there are mutations now. They did just go over that in this episode, because they were talking about Eddie's power not being like her mom or her father's or anything like that. So it's interesting on how they're slowly expanding and explaining everything nowadays. So they're at least doing that slowly. Now, kind of going from My Hero, we're gonna hop over to something that has been a major disappointment for almost 2 years, or actually longer. And unfortunately, we don't have our defender to talk about it, because he says that it's greatness. But Boruto is finally announced that it's going to start actually adapting the manga material into the anime. And when you hear something like that after almost 2 years or more, right? That's a bit of cause for concern, right? Because the fact that actually it's been almost 3 years that series is out. 138 episodes have been out so far. And like the past 20 or so have been the whole, hey, guess what? We're gonna go back in time and meet your dad when he was a kid because we need to do something for the anniversary and kind of bridge to fill in the damn gap. But still, it's their excuse. That's how they get away with it. It's how did this run for 150 episodes of filler before they finally decide to adapt the manga? And talking to Soul, who's read the manga, and I've read a couple of the chapters of the manga. The manga is actually good, right? And I'm just like, okay, this could be dope. But it's like, how the hell do they do almost 3 years of non-stop filler and then finally decide, oh yeah, we should
grabbing it and banking off the Naruto name, bro.
Yeah, they are. That's
like the easiest bag I've ever seen in anime.
Yes, it has been the easiest bag.
Not going on. You cannot, because think about like someone that's gonna start trying. All right, I'm gonna use myself. I didn't watch the 138 episodes of filler, but say now that I wanna get into it now that it's gonna start following the manga. That like for someone that don't really know that's gonna want to pick that up, it's gonna start at 138 episodes of just filler before they gotta get to the man. That's a hell of an appetizer, bro. Before you get to the
what if they don't know as well? Because
that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna know. Like we know because we're in the know.
Yeah.
But everybody else is not gonna know that, so they're gonna watch 130 episodes of whatever garbage they're trying to put out for people.
None of it matters. Like it's a waste of time.
Yeah, none of it matters.
The studio made the easiest bag I've ever seen in an anime studio. And they bullshit for 3 years, and now they get to do what they're supposed to do from the beginning. Hey man, it wasn't their fault.
Jay Slayer says, I don't watch that show either. And it's probably good because it would have saved you 3 years of keeping up with bull. Because even my roommate, he watched all the Naruto, he watched Shippuden and everything. And he started watching Boruto. And he just like, I don't know what I'm watching half the time. He told me that he started skimming through episodes because of the fact that he was going through the ones that were not as bad filler. But still, it's just like, that's still 3 years of just, it's just like, why? I was like, if anyone actually stuck around for that long until you finally get to where it's going to pick up, then, you know, kudos to them, but it's just, this has been a real bad cash grab, worse than even Dragon Ball Heroes is. And Dragon Ball Heroes is literally just fan service with Dragon Ball. It's just like every random Dragon Ball character that's ever existed from any spin-off, we're just like, just throw it in there. Just give them what they want. You want to see Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, whatever, we're going to make it happen because we don't care about rules or anything. And they're just like, yeah, that's what we want. We want to see all the versions of Goku on the screen at the same time. It's just like, but why though? But why? It's just like, because we can. It's just like, okay. Serena says Naruto has always done.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Serena said that Naruto has always done flashbacks for fillers every anniversary, and Naruto also kind of peaked at the end. It almost seems that the creators wanted to ride that wave. They tried to tie it to Shippuden so badly. See, the way that they had to tie it in is they went back and then made Boruto the Naruto movie to be able to tie it all in. Yeah, the storyline is all over the place. All over the place. You're not wrong there. Somehow they have to tie the series back to the first episode. They somehow got to make it all make sense. What's going on with you, FX?
That's my thing. They gotta tie it all the way back to the first episode. That shit's insane, bro.
Well, remember the first episode started with like a flash forward with seeing Boruto and what's the other boy's name? I don't know, something. I was like, everyone said that was. It was Baruto and who's the other boy? He was on the same team with him as well. I think. I don't know. He's got the white hair.
What's Kawhi, whatever.
Lucky?
Shit,
I don't know. I stopped caring about Naruto like in the early days of Shippuden. Or actually, I fell off like at episode like 200. Actually, like the second fight at the Valley of the End, because it was like after Naruto really started being able to tap into Kurama's chi a lot more, and him and then Sasuke was really starting to tap more into the powers of the Sharingan and everything, and they were like mutating and stuff at that during that fight at the Valley of the End, like early on. Yeah, Orochimaru's clone son, that one. That's the one. Yeah, right. They had the very first episode is with Baruto being a teenager and having his Byakugan / mixed Kurama DNA chi bullshit all activated, all ready to go to fight and whatever his name is. Because now somehow Orochimaru's like, everyone's okay with Orochimaru now, even though he's destroyed and attacked the village. Like Mitsuki, that's who it is, Mitsuki. Somehow like everyone's okay with Orochimaru after how many times he's attacked the village and tried to destroy it and like killed people, and everyone's just like, yeah, and it's just like, why? What? I don't know. Naruto has its fight scenes that are definitely badass, but its storyline has kind of jumped the shark quite a few times. Just gonna say, it definitely had to jump the shark quite a few times. And Ob, you're the only other person who could really like confirm that, because you kind of read and watched through the series again, not that long ago.
Boruto?
No, not Boruto, but like Shippuden and all that.
Yeah. Like Naruto Shippuden is cool, but like I feel like regarding filler, should have been that long. It really shouldn't have been. If so, the quality should have been better.
Yeah,
I did, because like that takes more money and more effort. Like the studio's really on a crunch, those series as well, so it's gonna be kind of really not gonna be feasible, logistically possible for them to do it. But like there's a lot of missed opportunities, especially in war arc, fourth grade ninja war arc. It's like, man, they did Neji wrong. I'm so pissed about that. It's like, all the characters go. They take Neji. The way it took him to was pissed me off as well, but I won't recommend it too much.
Yeah. So it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. I don't know. I want to wait to see if they will be able to tie it all back. That's a hell of a flash forward, right? See, Serena's in the chat. She's like, I want to see if they'll be able to tie it all back to that very first episode. Kawaki.
Okay, I said it earlier.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna come to me.
Kawaki. She said Mitsuki, but whatever. I was like, whoever it is. I was like, they had to tie it all the way back, all the way to there. So it's gonna be a.
They'll explain filler in the anime. Like none of it matters. So he's gonna wake up from a dream. It's like, oh, whoa, that was weird. It's like gets all his day. Like, what?
Did I really kiss Sarada? Why was she in a cat suit? Also, why did I go see my dad when he was a kid? How did I see my dad when he was a kid? Jiraiya! I was like that was the only cool scene, was like seeing them passing on all the shouting or the the Rasengan, and showing like how Naruto kind of went through the ages of sharing that with him himself, and then Jiraiya and everything else. Like that was the only cool thing with him and Baruto, but still it's just like why though? Yeah, the thing about Naruto that was humbling was they weren't scared or apprehensive to kill the main characters. Oh yeah, when they kill the characters though, they killed them. They yeah. I was like, there's another show that was like that. So I was like that I called the Game of Thrones of anime, because it was hella good, but they were not apprehensive about killing the characters that you got to know. Akame got killed. Akame got killed was dope as hell, and I loved Akame got killed. But you're talking about a massive cast on both sides that you got to see. and the main heroes or kind of the rebels as we got to see them, those characters slowly got killed off, and they did not hold back. And then that's also killing all the villains as well. I was like, just like Game of Thrones, everyone died. Everyone dies. We don't care if you're on the screen for 5 minutes or 5 episodes. You're dying. You can hear the show repeating quietly in the background. Is it really repeating? Oh. I will definitely look into that. Thanks for the heads up on that one, Jay. See what's going on.
It's repeating. It's feedback from someone else's then.
Yeah.
They want to play in background.
I'm making sure that making sure that everything's all muted and stuff like that. So it might not. Yeah. All right. There we go. Game of Thrones of anime. Yeah, it is. If you haven't seen A Kame ga Kill, you wouldn't understand why it's called the Game of Thrones of anime. If you have seen it, then you'd understand. And I absolutely recommend watching it because it is so damn good.
Yeah. I've seen it before. I'm trying to remember it. It's not Kill la Kill, is it?
No, A Kame ga Kill.
Okay.
Yeah, different one. But yeah, so I don't know. Boruto's gonna have a lot to step up and work on now that after 3 years they're finally gonna make the manga part of the anime and stuff like that. The worst part about it is that I guess the good part about it is that they gave him plenty of time to write the manga out, but who knows? Has anyone seen the King's Game? That was Game of Thrones like to me. Dude, King's Game was bad. King's Game was so trash. I tried watching it, Serena. I tried forcing myself. I was like, the first episode had potential, but then the second episode I'm just like, what? Why? What? Why? Like, I didn't care that it was killing main characters. Just that story was so god-awful. It was so bad. Like, Konakon was better than that. I was like, Ghost Stories is better than that. Oh, I'm all about the gore. Don't get me wrong, but it was just so bad. It was just so bad. I was like I said, I'd rather watch Ghost Stories than watch that show again. But Ghost Stories is hilarious. The dub is amazing. Oh, seriously.
How many episodes of Ghost Stories are there?
I think there was 20.
That'll be crazy. I'm gonna find someone to watch that with, so we can just both be dying laughing.
Look. I would say let's do like a watch night or whatever. Just have it streamed or whatever, and watching it with everyone. It's a really short series. What, King's Game? King's Game, yeah, it was short, but it was bad. It's still bad. But dude, I was like, I would absolutely do a watch night of like, hey, let's just watch the dub of Ghost Stories, and I would die laughing because I watched like the first 2 episodes recently just to rewatch it, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is still so great. I was like, oh man, people could not handle this humor nowadays.
Okay, bet we gotta do that. Is there like a physical version of it, DVDs or anything like that?
There might be. You have to look for it. I really wish they continued High School of the Dead. Yes, High School of the Dead would have been nice if they did another season, because where they left off was right before they did the shopping mall story arc, and the shopping mall story arc would have been great. Snow Bunny, thanks for the host over there on Mixer Girl. But the thing is, like, the creators like kept taking so many breaks with the series that they never finished it. And then when one of the creators died, he was just like, basically, he's like, I'm not gonna finish it. And he's like, I'm just being like honest. I'm not gonna touch the series. And everyone's just like, well, fuck. Give me blue balls, why don't you? But oh no, it's no problem, Bunny. I was like, but that was kind of what happened with High School of the Dead. Like, they had like a few story arcs that would have been great. Like, I would have really loved to have seen the shopping mall story arc, but unfortunately, they just never kept going with it, and decided not to do a second season with it. So that one is what it is. All right, last thing we're going to talk about before we get into our big topic, as you can see there in the background, is for all of our comic book fans, right, and all of our movie fans. A lot of us here have our gripes, but for a majority of the part, we all are big fans of the MCU films. We loved a lot of those. and there was definitely some really great films. There was some that were not so great, but there was definitely some that were top notch. One of the ones that absolutely stood out above everything was Doctor Strange. One of the best visually appealing and animated, like, visual effect films that they had done in so long. And they recently announced, I think it was last year at the D23 event, all the new films that are going to be coming out for their Phase 4, and a lot of those that were out. And the first one that they announced was the sequel to Doctor Strange, which is Doctor Strange in the Realm of Madness. And a lot of people got excited for this, or in the Multiverse of Madness, because of the fact that it started showing off more of the multiverse that we know exists and everything. But the thing is that the Multiverse of Madness was supposed to be a bit of a horror film. It was supposed to have a lot more horror elements to it. And the director that they got to do it was Scott Derrickson. And Scott Derrickson has a massive pedigree as a horror film director. And he was excited to do the film. But the thing is, he definitely had plans to make it more horror-esque. And recently it came out that he's stepping down as the director of Doctor Strange due to creative differences. And a lot of the people, or a lot of the big rumors is the fact that he wanted to go a little bit more into the horror scene, wanted to be a little bit more darker with it, and kind of push it more closer to that rated R rating. And that more than likely it was issues with either Disney or with Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios that wouldn't allow him to go that far, and kind of cause that rift. Now, he's not completely stepping away from the project because he is still listed as an executive producer on the movie. He's just not going to be directing it. And that is kind of sad because he is a very talented director, and I really think that he could have been able to do something very special with this film. Now, I understand not doing rated R because he wouldn't go into that full horror aspect of not having a lot of the gore, but there has been quite a bit of films recently in times that have been able to push that horror aspect without needing the full aspect of going full gore porn on everything. Because you could do horror by atmosphere and things like that. I was like, you don't need to be fully violent and just have blood everywhere to be horrifying. I was like, but the thing is that still the fact that he's stepping away from the project is a massive letdown because I think that he would have been able to do something special with it. Op, I know that you had thoughts on it. What is your thoughts on him stepping away from Doctor Strange?
So he was completely stepping away from it because I think he's going to be executive producer on this instead of director.
Yeah.
Like, at the same time, pretty sure Marvel probably saw this coming. He probably saw this coming as too as well. Kevin Feige, I think there's like a show footage of him at it was Comic-Con. Announced it. So when the audience shouted rated R, he said it's going to be PG-13, you're going to like it.
I mean, to be
so
fair,
we could probably see from there on this.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know.
I saw that video too, and I mean, to be fair, I was like, they have to fall within what Disney wants and things like that. Like they can go so much, but
I think Disney I don't think Disney has true like faith or belief in him delivering that project, bro.
I don't think it's that. It's just the fact of
I think it's that because if you actually look at his like what he's directed and done, it's not really that impressive, bro. He's done like the most movie. I mean, the biggest movie he's probably did was Emily Rose, the Exorcism is Emily Rose. That's it. That's like his like real claim to fame. That was like almost 15 years ago.
he also did The Day the Earth Stood Still. He also did the first Sinister
What
film.
was that?
I said he did The Day the Earth Stood Still. He also did
Trash.
He also did the first Sinister film.
That's my point though. It's trash.
No,
like everything he's
Sinister
done is trash.
The first Sinister film
you
was
don't have Nicolas Cage in
awesome.
there, or was that Keanu Reeves?
No,
Was Cage in that one?
and what Sinister?
Bro, that movie was not good,
Stood
bro.
Still.
Oh, The Day the Earth Stood Still. That was the remake, and that was Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, okay, that was
that
it.
movie was not good. He hasn't done anything good. Like, stop it, Bloody. Those movies, Sinister was not good, bro. Like,
The first
Ethan
one
Hawke
was.
a washed up ass actor for one.
The
That's the
first
one he
one
did.
was
He did the
good.
first one, and it wasn't good.
No, the
You
first
think it was
Sinister
good?
was good.
I
The
don't
second
think- I
one
think it was hot
wasn't.
garbage.
The second one wasn't, but he wasn't.
Either
But he
way,
wasn't the
either
director.
way, none of the movies he's done has been like these big
But
hits, bro.
But he also did. He was also the director and writer for the first Doctor Strange.
For what now?
He was also the writer and the director for the first Doctor Strange.
Was he?
Yes.
Well, I mean, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was thinking of something else. But yeah, but I mean, besides that though, like the first Doctor Strange, what was the biggest horror element he did in it? Like, was it wasn't really nothing like impressive, bro. I don't think they believe in the horror aspect of it. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I don't think they have faith in him delivering the horror aspect of the movie. Not so much as just faith in him. Maybe I should restate it. Just the faith in him delivering on the horror aspect of it. Because, like I said, his horror movies are not that great, bro.
Jay Slayer says the Poltergeist movie was PG and it was horror. Yeah, it was. I was like I said, you don't need blood and gore or a rated R making to be a horror film. I was like,
you don't. But you gotta understand, we live in a different era, different time, bro, and it's a different audience now, dude. Like what they're trying to appeal to, they're not really trying to appeal to. They're trying to appeal to the people that loved it too and stuff like that. Like those movies aren't really the great horror movies that we know of. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's all about appealing to this new type of audience, man. The people that's growing up now, dude. It sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it definitely does, and that's the
it's the
sad
catering
part.
to the audience. Disney's all about their money, bro. They bro. They don't give a shit about making like the faithfuls happy, bro.
And that's
it's less of us faithfuls than there is, you know, just the normies, the casual. You know?
Yeah.
So
and
they're always gonna go where the money is, bro.
Yeah, and that's the bad part about it.
The values more than what you should have. That's probably where it became.
He probably was, but like I said, he wanted to take some risks that Disney weren't completely on board for, bro. That's why when he would say what he said, they would come behind him and be like, no, not really like that, but it's gonna be something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like every time he said something, they would come behind him with their PR behind his. You know what I'm saying? And that already lets you know there was a problem because he said it was gonna be like more of a horror element. Then you had Kevin Feige come out say what he said right behind him, so that lets you know there's already like the boat was already being rocked.
Right. They really need to drop this PG-13 happy go fun time bullshit they got going on. Like not everything needs to be gory and messed up. At the same time, like your directors get a little more leeway.
There's certain ones that I would say yes that they should kind of push the boundaries with and kind of test it out because we kind of see like the success of like how the Punisher did.
They should, but all the money they're putting, they should, and you would think they would, but all the money they're putting into it, I don't think they want to take the risk, bro.
They're gun shy. That's what it is.
Well, it's not just
it
that
is.
It's not that they're gun shy. It's the fact of remember who the overall company is. It's Disney. They need to be able to make this. Hey, how can we make money from merchandise? You're gonna have the thing is they have to make kids want to buy that merchandise because of the fact that that's where it comes down to because us as the older crowd,
kids ain't gonna never. I don't think the kids are ever going to be attached to Doctor Strange that much anyway, bro.
Well, that's what they made. They made the.
That's Doctor Strange's toy anyway.
That's what I'm about to say. I don't think that's the issue, bro.
Well,
they're already selling millions upon millions of Spider-Man and Iron Man. They don't give a shit about selling Doctor Strange merchandise, bro.
Not to Disney. Everything to Disney is all about how they can make merchandise out of it.
But the thing is, especially since he's looked at as such like a B-rated character, bro. Like, if anything, they wanna strike the gold while it's hot and like get Doctor Strange to like elevate him. They need a movie that's gonna elevate him because they killed so much of the originals off, bro. He's the next wave of like leading the Avengers into the future. So they need him. They need his movie to pop, bro, because he's the face going forward pretty much.
But I think that they made quite a few of those characters pop out that no one was expecting. Like, look at how much of a success.
But that's the fact. And that was easy to do because we didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was
you
what
go
they
into
did.
Doctor Strange movie like looking at it like his bar's already set high, bro. No one thought anything of that Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
Besides like his few hardcore fans in the whole damn world, you know.
Well, I mean, like, Doctor Strange had a lot to do with for a comic book with faithfuls, but I was like everyone else said
but no one outside of those people knew who the hell Doctor Strange was.
Yeah, and it was the same way with Ant-Man. But that's what I'm saying is that they're making these characters obviously more faces for them to absolutely be able to rely on and be able to use now that they're getting rid of the old guard, as you would say. But I'm just saying is that
And that's my point. Why they don't want to take the risk, bro? Because this movie has to be hot because he's leading the next wave. They
yeah.
can't take that risk
I'm just saying that
because
I don't
that
think
could
I
mess up
don't.
the whole future plans for them. If that movie bombs or anything like that, that'll mess up their future plans, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is I think that what they had with them utilizing what they have right now, and kind of pushing it. I don't think that I kind of agree that maybe that they didn't have full faith in Scott Derrickson or anything. But the thing is, they do have to do something big with the next Doctor Strange film. They really do have to sell it. And like I said, they do need to be kind of
Hell yeah, it does. That's a fact.
But that's what I'm saying. They also got to be kind
Because
of comfortable with pushing
his whole
those.
thing with the universes, he could be a key to like the whole multiverse, bro. Like bringing in the X-Men, all the other characters. Like he's gonna hold some kind of key to that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They can't mess this stuff up. They can't.
And you
He's
got
probably like the most important character or part of the universe that's coming forward.
And not only that, you got to think about the characters that they're bringing in that they announced. We have a Moon Knight film coming out, or a TV show. We have Blade coming out.
And that's another thing. Like,
And
like
hang on.
them-
They announced that they were gonna. Sadly they canceled the Ghost Rider series, but I hope they bring it back. But you have all these big characters that are very dark characters. Blade is very brutal. Moon Knight's very brutal. Ghost Rider has its moments where he's brutal, but you're having all these characters that have very big ties to the supernatural. You need to get into that horror element. You need to be able to push it.
And that's why I fear for it, because if they're not willing to do that with Doctor Strange, what makes you think they're gonna have even less faith in a Blade or a Moon Knight?
With like Punisher, they cannot do Punisher as a PG-13 film or series. Not after what we got with the Netflix series. Because John Berthel,
But Moon Knight as well, he's a cool character as well. I would be less skeptical if it was Mr. Knight than Moon Knight. If you're gonna do Moon Knight, it's crazy.
Yeah,
This is fucked up, bro. Like stuff he does as well, like can't cram it into PG-13 show. If you do, it's gonna be like The Mandalorian. Like it's gonna be watered down.
But the thing is, The Mandalorian was well done. The Mandalorian may have been watered down, but it was still well done and it held to itself.
I was trying to achieve, yeah.
So if they're able to do something like that, then it may not be as bad, but it wouldn't hit.
I don't know. We'll see.
It wouldn't hit the full potential it's capable of.
We'll see what they let Ryan Reynolds do with this Deadpool, bro, because that shit's already starting. Like,
oh yeah, they did say that he is working with them and that they're gonna allow him to do what it is.
So and it's gonna keep the rated R. So we'll see how far he let that shit go. And
I think that whatever they do with that film was gonna set the precedence of if they're gonna be able to do anything more. Because I mean, Deadpool is one of those ones where every little boy wants an action figure of Deadpool. Because at this point, everyone's made Deadpool such a joke that everyone knows of Deadpool. All right, now with that all out of the way, we're going to get into our big topic, which is some of these nominees for the Crunchyroll Awards. And we're going to kind of go through them all as we go down. And I'm going to save Anime of the Year for last because of the fact that that one's going to be very interesting. So we're going to start off with best opening sequence, right? So best opening sequence for those who don't...
just go from the bottom up.
Well,
like
I mean,
in front of you, just go from the bottom.
Well, the bottom up is starting with the ending sequence and then opening. That's why I was like doing opening, ending, and then go up. That's what I was doing.
Oh, okay, for sure.
So best opening sequence, the nominees is "Kiss Me" by BRXX and Selena Ann, which was the.
I'm gonna tell you right now, opening. I'm going with the Fire Force opening, Inferno, homie, by Green Apple. Do it.
I don't know.
Understands. Yeah, we're talking about Vinland Saga, which is fire though, but like Fire Force.
The Vinland Saga opening. I'm torn between those two, but I give just the Inferno.
See, I like "Kiss Me" by Carol and Tuesday because I really loved Carol and Tuesday because I'm a big music fan, right?
I'm butthurt that they ain't got that Lisa on there, homie.
Yeah, but I was like, but that one compared to the other ones on here, there's several other here that get me hyped. Kawaki wo Amaku by Minami, which was one of the actual voice actresses in Domestic Girlfriend. I loved that opening theme song because it was very intense at certain points, but it was very operatic. but it set the mood for what Domestic Girlfriend is. And I love Domestic Girlfriend. I was like, I've read every chapter of that manga, and I don't even.
All right, buddy, you get on topic, nigga.
No, hey, no,
Bring
you
it
shut,
back, bro.
you
Bring
shut
it
up,
back.
you shut up. No, we're talking about.
Bring it back, bro.
But
read the topics off, bro.
I would not put it up there.
Freaking
The
nominees,
the next nominee that we have is Inferno by Mrs. Green Apple for Fire Force. We have 99.9 by the Mob Choir featuring Sajo no Hana for Mob Psycho Season 2. We have Touch Off by Overworld, the opening theme song for The Promised Neverland. And then we also have Mukanja Yo by Survive Said the Prophet for Vinland Saga. Now, y'all both are... Op immediately said he was going for Fire Force. And that's what he was on. And
No
you said that you're torn between Vinland Saga and Fire Force for Inferno. For me, I'm torn between Touch Off by Overworld, the opening for Promised Neverland, because I absolutely loved the Promised Neverland opening.
I love the openings, though.
What's that?
I loved it, but I didn't love the openings, like, for Promised Neverland.
I really loved
They
it.
weren't that.
That the first opening I love because I'm a big Overworld fan. And Overworld's always had really awesome openings, and
Yeah,
that
Overworld's
one was.
legit, for sure.
I was like, but Touch Off was a really great one with that opening for Promised Neverland. Like that
Honestly,
one got
I
me
just
hyped.
think that I think these nominees are like kind of like subpar because there are some better ones out there, bro.
I really loved the
Which one do
opening.
you recommend?
The one that I absolutely would have said was the opening theme to Into the Sacred Beast or to the Abandoned Sacred Beast, which I keep capping for, but no one's watching it because it was completely underrated. Just saying. But for me, if I had to go for one on here, I was like, I'm gonna go for Mukanji Yo by Survive Said the Prophet because that first Vinland Saga opening,
That opening was fire,
so
bro.
fire.
Fire.
Like that
Yeah,
is
it is.
hardcore Japanese rock, and I would even say that it gets close to alt metal because it gets so heavy and the vocals in it
Yeah.
is so good.
Towards the end of it, yeah,
Mhm.
it gets pretty fucking rad, dude. It's crazy.
So for me, I would personally vote for Mukanji Yo.
You didn't vote yet? But you can vote.
No,
If you
oh yeah, I'm gonna
on
vote
your
right
own
now while we're
website.
going over it, but I'm also talking about the topic, so I'm voting for that one. Now for best ending sequences, for all the wonderful ending themes that you skipped because that sounds like you. Now, the ending theme for Carolyn Tuesday. We have Veil by Kanasuda for Fire Force. We have Stand By Me by the Peggies for the Sada Zanami anime, which I didn't really like too much. I watched it. It was okay, but I didn't like it a lot. We have Torches by Aimer, the first ending theme for Vinland Saga. Then we have Chikato Chika Chika by Konami Kohara for Kaguya-sama Love is War. And then we have Sayonara Gakko by Amazarashi for the ending theme for Dororo. So for me, the ones that I'm torn between, I really like the ending theme for the Vinland Saga, but for me, it's either really between Chikata Chika Chika or Sayonara Gakko by Amazarashi because the Dororo ending theme was so
Amarashi's
good.
sick, dude.
Yes, I know, dude. I was like, I love that one, and even Dororo should have been one of the best openings because Fire.
I was gonna say that, but I just
Yo,
wanna be-
because Fire
I don't wanna stay
by
too long with each nomination.
yeah, but Fire by Queen Bee, yo, they went hard on it because that ending theme, like the first time when we heard them with that ending theme for Tokyo Ghoul Re, even though we all have feelings about how we feel about Tokyo Ghoul Re, that ending theme was hype as hell. But their opening theme for Dororo was so hot, dude. I was like, that one absolutely deserved a nomination. But for me, I was like, I'm stuck between Sayonara by Amazarashi or Chika Chika. But for me, I really loved the ending to Kaguya-sama Love is War, and that was a really great anime last year. Probably one of my favorite romantic comedies, but it's because it was more adult themed because the situations were a lot better presented instead of just being stupid trope slapstick humor. I was like, the jokes and everything that happened, and that was actually much better than what you'd expect out of a rom-com. So I'm gonna go with I'm voting for Kaguya-sama Love is War for best anything. Now we got best drama for anime for the year. So I know that y'all, some of the ones in here, no one may have cared about, but in for best drama, we have Babylon, we have Carol and Tuesday, we have Fruits Basket, Stars Align, The Promised Neverland, and Vinland Saga.
Maybe Villain Saga for best drama.
Vinland.
Yeah,
That's easy.
I was
bro.
like, I would say the second.
It was either Vinland or Promised Neverland for me, but I'm gonna go Vinland.
Yeah,
This is slight edge for Villain for me too as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't get me wrong, I love Carol and Tuesday, but I wouldn't say it's too much of. I mean, it's kind of a drama.
That last episode for Vinland did some things for that series, bro.
Dude,
that series was already great, but that last
episode was so.
That last episode gave
dope.
it like every single award in the category, bro. Like for real.
Yeah, no, that
show was already hidden for me, but that last one did something special, bro.
Seriously, that last episode was something unique, and dude, it had me so hyped.
Ain't nobody fucking with Ascalon, bro. Nobody.
Ascalon, no, dude, Ascalon is so dope. He is probably one of my favorite characters and everything that he was willing to do. But the way that he broke Thorfinn at the end, he's like, now's your chance to do what you want. He's like, kill me. He's like, no, not like this. We're supposed to do it right. He's like, look. He's like, this is what you wanted for all these years.
I'm just still, you know what? It's me, but I'm still I heard that he didn't tell Thorfinn that Floki had a dad set up, bro. Like that. I think he should have did that, like his dying breath, like to give Thorfinn something to go after.
I think I think at the same time, I think he realized, like, especially after his duel with Bjorn, he was trying to set him up for like honestly, what comes afterward.
Honestly, I think Ascalon didn't even remember, bro. He
didn't
give a shit. It was all about
no.
money,
He knew it. He was watching Floki. He was absolutely eyeing and trying to keep up with everything that Floki was doing. I was like, but I think at the same time, but I think he was really starting to think of, what do you do after war? He's like, what is it? Because think about the brothers and everything that happened after he gave him some of all that gold. He's just like, you're not cut out for this league. I was like, if he was really an asshole as he could be, he would have been able to kill both of them right then and there, and he knew it. But Ascalon really thinks about the future. I was like, I think he was really, really thinking about what came next, and I think for Thorfinn just never really understood what to do afterwards. Like Bjorn had an idea, but he was always sticking and following wherever Ascalon went.
And Bjorn's high on mushrooms, bro.
hey, don't. That man was all about the shrooms. You let that man do his business, all right? Don't you judge him. I think
they just missed. Honestly, I think they missed opportunity with that though. Telling him, because I'm telling you, like that would have fueled some shit, bro. Like him going after Floki.
If he told him, bro, he would not be walking out of there. He barely got out just by bruising. What's his name?
Novad. We're still going through. Novad, we're going through the nominees right now. So I don't know if Cannon Busters is on there, but we're going through them right now.
Cannon Busters is not on there at all. I'm pissed about that, but we'll
at
keep
all.
Going.
Oh, damn.
At all.
No Cannon Busters. I'm like halfway through.
All right.
No Cannon Busters or Black Clover at all.
What? Black Clover actually stepped up this season.
It really did.
But for best drama, I think we all kind of agree that Vinland Saga absolutely was amazing. I was like, don't get me wrong, I love Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket's always gonna have a place in my heart. But I was like, I don't know. I was like, even Carol and Tuesday was amazing. I was like, and I love Carol and Tuesday. And I think you'll love Carol and Tuesday since you loved Violet Evergarden. I was like, this one's very music based, just like Your Lie in April. So it will get you. It will get you, man. But I think you'd like it. I think it's definitely one of those slice of life and dramas that you actually would like. Now for best fantasy, this year we have Ascendance of a Bookworm, Attack on Titan Season 3, Sada Zanami, The Promised Neverland, Demon Slayer, aka Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Astra Lost in Space.
Yo, Astra Lost in Space is fire though.
Oh, so you're going
for the first episode? I gotta finish it.
I haven't started. I haven't watched Astra Lost in Space.
It's all about Demon Slayer.
It's all about Demon Slayer.
Space, but it's all about Demon Slayer.
I see for this one.
Give it to Promised Neverland. Give it to this one.
You would vote for Promised Neverland on this one up? See, for me, I'm agreeance that Demon Slayer was absolutely great, but dude, Ascendance of a Bookworm was so good. It truly was one of the most unique isekais in quite some time. I was like, I really loved Ascendance of a Bookworm. So I think for this one, for me personally, uh,
I'm telling y'all right now, Demon Slayer and Vinland Saga gonna clean up at the awards, bro.
I mean, I would
And
have
the
put
only
it. I would have
and the
passed
only
it.
reason
Love
why,
G,
the,
bro.
eh, eh,
I don't know,
well,
man.
for sure, Demon Slayer is gonna clean up, and I'm gonna say that only because like when it comes to that voting, bro, or like
The
staying to Demon
casuals.
Slayer is gonna be yes. They don't half the nominees on there. They don't even know who the hell they are. They gonna see Demon Slayer and automatically pick it, bro. No matter how great the other performances from the other characters, other shows, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like Vinland
Oh,
Saga is
man,
still
this-
unknown to the casuals because they don't even really watch anything on Amazon.
Nope. I was like, I think the only one that might be second is Promise Neverland, because I know a lot of people like Promise Neverland was heavily all over Crunchyroll when that first came out at the beginning of the year. But definitely
Yeah,
Demon Slayer's gonna be it.
but Promise Neverland didn't really get turned into no gifts or no memes.
No,
like
it got
other
it got
shows,
made
bro.
into gifts. It just never got memed to hell. Like,
Not as much.
oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's not as much. I was like,
Yeah,
but for this one,
that's where the fandom comes from. Though.
this one, I was like, well, I absolutely loved Demon Slayer. I absolutely did. I was like, this one, I'd have to go personally with Ascendance of a Bookworm. Ascendance of a Bookworm really just, that one was just so good, and it really kind of played with my heart a bit. I was like, that was actually one of my favorite ones, because all it was about a girl who just wanted to make books. She just wanted to make books, and she was in a world where only the rich got to make books, so she used her knowledge of everything from our world to try and make paper just to write a book. Now, up next is the nominees for Best Comedy, and for Best Comedy we have Agretsuko Season 2. We have How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? Isekai Quartet, My Roommate is a Cat, Kaguya-sama Love is War, and Sada Zanami. And this one, hands down, no questions asked, Isekai Quartet for me.
I was gonna say that, or my roommate's a cat.
My Roommate is a Cat was great. I was like, but
Yeah, and I'm only saying that because I'm the only two I seen, bro.
dude, I'm telling you, you need to watch Kaguya-sama Love is War. I absolutely think that you would like it. It's like I said, I don't always recommend rom-coms to everyone because I know how some people are. But Kaguya-sama Love is War was probably one of my favorite rom-coms this year, second only to Are You Really the Only One Who Loves Me? Those two have been amazing because their comedy is so above board compared to the stupid stuff that you would expect from everything else. Like, honestly, those two, if you watch any, if you're even willing to watch any, like, rom-coms, those two I absolutely put up there. But for me, hands down, Isekai Quartet. I was like, don't get me wrong, Agretsuko Season 2, I'm a massive Agretsuko fan, but Isekai Quartet was just hilarious. And the fact that I had four of my favorite isekais together just made it even better. Who do you vote on this list?
Watch none of them. Skip.
He's like, no cap, no cap. They don't watch nothing, and that's because
Hey,
you.
you know what? Another thing too, they didn't really give Shield Hero no love.
Really, they didn't give Shield Hero no love.
I think
Hold
the
on, for
only
real?
one, Shield Hero got like I think they got one. I think Raptalia is
Best girl?
like best girl or something.
Best girl.
Yup.
Oh my
I think
goodness,
that's
I'm gonna
it, dude.
slap.
And I'm giving it to her
Look at
anyway.
suspect as a Game Awards. What the
All
hell's
right,
going on?
yeah, right. It's fucking Crunchyroll, man. Come on, get your shit together. All right, we got Best VA Performance in English. We have Kyle McClary for Mob and Mob Psycho Season 2. We have Laura Bailey for Toru Honda for Fruits Basket. We have Erica Mendez for Agretsuko Season 2. We have Billy Kametz for Naofumi from Rising of the Shield Hero in English. We have Faye Mata for Aqua and her performance in Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. And then we have Casey Mungilo for Shinji. Why the fuck is Neon Genesis on there? Why the hell is Neon Genesis up for an award, but you're skipping a lot of the others? I understand that they released the 3.0, but plus 1.0, but what the actual ass, dude? No!
You realize what community you're talking to about this, right?
Oh my god! I
well,
know I'm
that's
talking
the
to our
community.
community, and I'm saying, what the hell is
Give it
wrong
to
with
Laura
y'all?
Bailey, bro.
Huh? Laura Bailey for Toru? I was like, I did
Yep.
really like Laura Bailey, but for me, I had to go with Erica Mendez for Retsuko. I was like, because I was like, the Agretzko in English, the dub is really, really phenomenal. I actually really like it. So Erica Mendez for me. I was like, but don't get me wrong, Laura Bailey was up there. I haven't watched
Yeah,
Rising of the
Fruit
Shield
Basket is
Hero.
great, bro. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't watched Rising of the Shield Hero in English, so I wouldn't be able to comment on Billy Kametz.
I watched it in both. It's good, bro.
Oh, is it good?
It's
All right,
not-
well that's
yeah.
good. I was like, I know Faye Mata for Aqua is hilarious because Konosuba was just really well done, but that seriously putting Shinji up there for Neon, get that shit out of here. Who's
Hey,
your
at least Chris Sabat ain't nowhere on there, bro.
right?
That's all the voices, bro.
Right, for real. Who do you have on for best VA performance in English?
Pick from Neon Genesis for fuckery purposes. We'll keep it rolling.
Neon
Got
Genesis.
piss bloody off, aren't you?
Trying to get that blood pressure raised. Let's go.
This man is over here putting it, but he haven't even watched it. He's like, hey, I ain't gonna cap for it. He's like, I'm just doing it to spite you. Yeah, he wouldn't vote on any of the other ones. This mother over here. God damn it. All right, so next up we have best VA performance is in Japanese. Dumbbells or Gretzko said no that. Though Irima-kun should have been up there. I agree. Welcome to Demon School. Irima-kun was actually really well. I did love Dumbbells and I did love Agretzko. It was really good. So I totally get what y'all are saying there, know that, and you too, Jay. Next up for best VA performances in Japanese, we have Momoro Miyano for Reo Niboshi for Sarazanami. We have Saori Hayami for Shinobu Kocho for Demon Slayer. We have Yuichi Nakamura for Bruno Bushiardi from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We have Yukino Satsuki for Ai Magase from Babylon. We have Yuko Kaida for Isabella from The Promised Neverland. And we have Yusuke Kobayashi for Senku from Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is immediately out, so no one gives a shit about that.
Thank you, bro. Please.
Yeah, no.
Get so much clout for it.
Nope, I'll take all the clout. Dr. Stone is garbage. I don't like it. It does not do science well. It over-explains science and it aggravates me because it's not in a fun, educational way like they did with Cells at Work. Like, they try to
That
go...
guy?
They go too in-depth
Like
with it
it?
sometimes.
Probably have even a little less grasp of science themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to at this point. You think it's entertaining. I don't know.
I don't know. But, damn. There's 3 on here that gets me. Saori Hayami for Shinobu was amazing. I love Shinobu from Demon Slayer. Like, Shinobu was precious. But, dude, Yuichi Nakamura's... for him do what he did with Bruno.
Fuck y'all. It's all about Senku.
Oh, this mother over here. You know what? For me, I had to stay true to my love. I was like, sorry, Shinobu. I love you, girl. I love you, Saori. But I had to stick with my number 1 love, which is JoJo's, because I love my boys. So I got to give it to Bruno Bushiardi because Yuichi Nakamura did an amazing job as Bruno. I was like, though, Yuko Kaida did an amazing job as Isabella for Promised Neverland. That was a really well done voice actress, I'll say.
It's 10 billion % Senku, homie.
No. But for me, I'm going with Yuichi Nakamura for Bruno. Who's your choice?
Well, butcher her name if I try to pronounce it, but the girl who plays Isabel.
Oh, Yuko Kaida?
Promise
It's
Neverland.
Isabel Senku.
Oh, this mother over here. Shut up. How about Yusuke? Shut the hell up. But so you're voting for Yuko Kaida for Isabella. Okay. That was a good one. That was one of my other ones. So that one I'm okay. Now, the nominees for Best Couple is Baki Hanma and Koze Matsumoto from Baki.
That's mine.
Kaguya Shinomiya and Miyuki Shirogane from Kaguya-sama Love is War. We have Mafuyu Sato and Ritsuka Unoyama from Given. We have Ryo and Mabu from Sarazanami. We have Rika Sonozaki and Shun Amagi from O Maidens in Your Savage Season. And then we have Amir and Historia and from Attack on Titan Season 3.
Amir and Historia for me.
Amir and
I
Historia.
already told
Okay.
Baki.
Yeah, you're Baki and Hanma. Baki and Koze. For me, it's Kaguya. It's Kaguya and Miyuki. I was like, I love them so much. I was like, precious. Although I have been hearing good things about Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, so that is one I want to watch, as well as I need to watch Given. After I rewatch Baki and watch the second half of season 3. Because of the fact that I'm with fuckery, but at least I watch everything. Alright, so that was I was like, I actually, the best couples in this year are actually fairly well given. I was like, I actually think that was a fairly good selection.
They always ask. Well, you got to just pick the lesser best, bro. That's it. Just leave it at that. They always ask.
Oh,
Every time.
These ones weren't those ones were not bad this year. I was like, but typically the other nominees outside of Anime of the Year usually are ass. You're not wrong. Best fight scene for 2019. We have Emperor Crimson versus Metallic from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We have Levi versus the Beast Titan from Attack on Titan Season 3. We have Mob versus Toichiro from Mob Psycho
It's all
Season
about that
2.
Rui.
We have Tanjiro and Nezuko versus Rui. And we got Thorfinn versus Thorkel from Vinland Saga. Or we have Ushi Wakamaru versus Tiamat from Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia. Oh, this one's hard for me. Because Emperor Crimson
It's either
versus...
Thorfinn or Rui, homie. That's it.
No, but that's the thing. Is those two are... No, see, for like Op, he's like debating too with Levi versus Beast Titan, right? See, this one is actually good because...
And, you just said it. Beast Titan and...
Levi.
Wow, I forgot that. Yes.
But
That shit was tight, but
dude,
I'm telling you, bro.
I know, but Rui, I know Rui was so damn good.
Episode 19, bro.
Oh, no, I know, exactly. But Emperor Crimson versus Metallic was such a goddamn good fight for JoJo's. But Thorfinn versus Thorkill, that first fight, dude. Oh my god.
Mob Psycho is part of the category, right?
Yeah, Mob Psycho 2. Mob
No, I
versus
think the
Toichiro.
second, dude, which fight is it for Thorfinn and Thorkill? Because the second
Hang
fight
on,
was better than the first one.
Alright, hang on. I'm gonna do this for a second.
When they fought in the snow instead of the bridge, that shit was way better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is when they fought on the bridge, that first fight.
No, the snow fight was better, bro. When you had to dodge the big ass.
Oh,
axe or
okay.
whatever.
Well, hang on, because I think they'll
Hatchet,
show.
whatever it was.
I think they're gonna show them. All right, here's what I'll do real quick. I'll do this. I'll do a window capture or a display capture real quick. So that way, that actually everyone can see what we're talking about right now. Display capture. Display capture. Yes. Add. Done. All right. Cool. So here are the nominees for the best fight scene. So. No, yeah, it's the first fight scene. When they were on the bridge.
Nope, Rui got it then.
Emperor Crimson versus Metallic. I was like, so I was all about this fight from JoJo's because it was so good. Then, of course, Tanjiro Nezuko versus Rui, which up there, bro, because that art, you have Levi right here versus the Beast Titan.
Number 19, bro.
I was like, I don't watch Fate. I was like, I can't do, I'm so lost in the Fate series, I never do. But this one, Mob versus Toichiro was so good, too. Ah.
I'm giving it to Mob Psycho. I don't care. I'll fight you on this.
Oh, dude, oh.
I gotta give it to Mob.
Dude, I know, I'm torn, right, don't get me wrong.
You out of your goddamn mind.
No.
Bro, I expect that show to be the middest shit ever, and they blew me away with it.
Dude, Mob Psycho is so good. Mob Psycho is so good. It's underrated.
Really good.
No, I'm not saying it's not
Man,
good. I'm just going by like the beauty of the fight scene, bro, and like
the
emotion
impact
that was felt.
Dude,
with that.
but
Yeah,
Mob
bro,
versus Toichiro had really great emotion. Don't get me wrong. Rui had me like tearing up when I was watching that animation with the music
Rui
and everything.
was fucking torturing. Rui was torturing Nezuko, homie. Like
I know, but dude, I know, but dude, but Mob was so good too. Like I said, these fights, those four outside of Ushi, Fake Grand Order could get the hell out of here. All right, that whole fight doesn't exist. The other ones, I'm like torn between. I was like, because they were all really damn good fights.
Yo, but they should have put some
Dragon
Shield
Slayer
Hero in there because Shield Heroes had some badass fights.
Oh hell
too,
yeah,
bro.
dude! Shield Hero was fucking. I feel like Shield Hero got straight up like shit on. They got straight up snubbed so much because the first fight, or the first fight against Glass, when you watched Naofumi, watched all the other heroes get their ass kicked by the
Oh,
ghosts
he
on
got
the
wrecked, bro.
yeah, they all got wrecked on the ship. And then you see him and
Yup.
Glass going back and forth, like back and forth. And then you see him first put her in the shield prison, and then he first
Yeah, that
uses
prison,
the Iron
that shit was
Maiden,
whack.
dude. Oh my god, dude, that was dope.
Bro, even the second fight when she came back and he was fighting old boy with the with like the scythe.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever, that
yeah.
shit
When he was
wild too,
fighting,
bro.
when he was fighting all of them too, because he also had the girl who he made the bracelet for, who was
That
using the
badass
fire.
bracelet, yup.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. Shield Hero had so many damn good fights. It was underrated. And like the first fight, or when they stormed the castle, right, and took down the Lord.
You know what happens, bro? What happens is that these shows be ending like way too early in the year and they forget about them.
No, dude,
It's
Mob
like-
Psycho was all the way in the beginning of the year, and
That's
it
not
got
Mob Psycho.
remembered. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was, but
I was like, so that's just them just snubbing because, dude.
yeah, but
stu-
you know, Mob Psycho already has like this like pedigree already, bro.
But
I
dude,
don't think
you
Shield Hero
realize
has that.
Shield
Hero
Hero,
don't have that clout yet.
Shield Hero blew up almost instantly, dude. You know how many like memes came out from Shield Hero, how much like praise came for Shield Hero, how much cosplays immediately came out from Shield Hero. That one was right next to
Ew.
Demon Slayer. That one was right next to Demon Slayer with the kind of clout. But people love Demon Slayer more just because of the fact that Nezuko was Precious Girl. But everyone still, caps for Raftalia, and there's all the others who also cap for Philo. Because who doesn't want a giant bird girl who kicks a dude in the dick when she gets annoyed? I was like, that was hilarious. Fucking.
To be honest, there's an alarming amount of weirdos in the anime community. That's what I kept for Nezuko. Let's be honest, bro. She's their next target.
Don't get me
Point.
wong. I was like, don't get me wrong. Nezuko was great and all, but I was like,
opposite.
Yeah.
Your next target.
he's like, next target, next target.
Gotta be honest.
Jay Slayer, yes. Shield Hero was awesome. Novad, you said you wanted the choices again. So if you're watching right here, the choices for the best fight scene is we're gonna see them right here. So the nominees for 2020 is Thorfinn versus Thorkel, the first fight on the bridge in Vinland Saga, which was dope as shit. We had Emperor Crimson versus Metallic in JoJo's Bizarre, which I cap for because I'm a massive JoJo's fan. It was a great scene. Then we have Tanjiro and Nezuko versus Rui from Kimetsu no Yaiba. We have Levi versus the Beast Titan from Season 3 of Attack on Titan.
Hey, any fight with Levi could be a fight of the year.
Forget Fate Grand Order because none of us watched that, and I was like, I don't care. And then Mob versus Toichiro from Mob Season 2.
You might be guts.
I'm pretty sure this year, My Hero Fight from today is going to win for best fight of the year.
Oh my god.
I am confident there's going to be better fights coming out better than this.
Oh yeah. I was like, probably next year, yeah, it'll win, but I was like, not right now. I was like, but Emperor Crimson versus Metallic was so damn good, but I'm kind of with Op on this one. I think I'm gonna go Mob versus Toichiro, though. Thorfinn and Thorkel was so good.
All right.
These fights were actually really damn good.
We gonna revisit this next month, bro, when they announce the winners.
I
bro.
know we absolutely are. We know that Rui's gonna win.
Okay.
Listen, we know Rui's
My
gonna
God.
win because of the casuals. But I was like, I'm kind of with Op on this one. That Mob versus Toichiro was damn good. I was like, so was Thorfinn and Thorkel. All these five of these fights were all damn good. And
You
it was
know
hard
what?
to
It
decide.
doesn't matter who get it because they're all worthy of it though, bro. It's
Absolutely,
fantastic.
these nominees. That's what I'm saying. These nominees outside of Fate Grand Order can get the hell out of here. Those were actually worthy of the nomination this year. I would say that. But I would say let's not put anything just yet, right, about who's gonna win Anime of the Year. Because remember, we capped early on for last year. We capped way early on for Devilman Crybaby, and we thought that everything else was gonna win against it, but we all stood by. So I think we may see. Actually, no, we're not gonna see another upset. Let's be honest. Devilman Crybaby was a once in a lifetime kind of black
It
horse
was.
that won. I was like, but it deserved it. All right, so best score for this year's, we have Hirokiyo Sawano for Attack on Titan Season 3. We have Maki for Carol and Tuesday. Go Shina and Yuki Kajira for Kimetsu no Yaiba. We have Tatsuyo Kato, Hiroki Tatsumi, and Yuki Kanasaka for Dr. Stone. We have Yugo Kano for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And we have Kevin Penkin for Rising of the Shield Hero. Sorry, best score absolutely goes to Rising of the Shield Hero for me. I was
Oh
like,
hell yeah,
I
sure,
was like,
sure
yo,
all day,
the
bro.
music in Shield Hero was
Dude,
absolutely well
Mad Kid,
deserved.
bro. Come on, bro. Mad Kid,
Yo, for
Mad Kid was
real.
killing it, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I'm always a fan of JoJo's, right? I was like, it's always
I'm always
really
a fan of
good.
Lisa, but
Yeah,
goddamn.
I was like, I'm always a fan
Nope.
of JoJo's, but dude, the soundtrack in Rising of the Shield Hero was next level.
Best score.
So I'm gonna play this right here. So here's Kevin Penkin for Rising of the Shield Hero. We have Hiroyuki Sawano for Attack on Titan Season 3.
Season 3.
Here's Go Shina and Yuki Kajira for Demon Slayer.
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
We have Yugo Kano for JoJo's Bizarre, which absolutely is amazing and well deserved too. And then Maki for Carol and Tuesday, which is absolutely wonderful and beautiful series if you like music. That one's also well deserved. This one can go in the garbage because Dr. Stone,
Dr. Stone.
is that is like low mid as fuck. But that one I'm giving to Rising of the Shield Hero, no cap.
Yeah. She'll hear all day, bro.
Yeah, I was say that one I was like, if Shield Hero wasn't on it, I would have given it to JoJo's. Like, don't give me, actually, no, I may have actually given that one to
And bro, I watched
to
Shield Hero
Demon Slayer.
twice, bro. That shit was lit.
Oh yeah, I watched it. I watched it.
Definitely
I watched it
bro.
twice
Wow.
because the fact that I watched it all the way with with Dragon Slayer, and then we got my roommate into it, so we went back and restarted the whole series again, so that way he can catch it
Yup,
after
that's
he
what
saw
happened to
it.
me.
Yep.
And
I was
then
like, if
my-
Shield
my-
Hero
my
was
girl
not,
mad
if,
lazy and she don't be want to read shit, so I
if
gotta
Shield
watch
Hero was not up there for best score, I would have given it to Demon Slayer, if not JoJo's. I was like, but that one was actually well deserved all the way.
Bro,
Let's
that
see.
shit shit on everything though. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even, to me, it's not even close.
Let's see. What does the chat say? The fights in Commonplace, the world's strongest, were badass. Yes, they were, Jay. Yes, they were. They absolutely were. Shield Hero is absolutely badass. Novet said, I'm going with Demon Slayer, even though King and Ashura should have at least gotten one mention. I agree. King and Ashura absolutely deserve a mention. But right now, best character design. And the nominees for best character design is Sunanori Saito for the design and Carol and Tuesday. We have Satoshi Iwataki for the original character design for Dororo. We have Yuko Iwasa for Dr. Stone. Yuko Yahiro for his character design and Kaguya-sama Love is War. We have Kayako Ishikawa. Oh, wait, is that up there too? Oh, no. So Ishikawa Kayako for the design by Migi for Sarazanami. And then we have Takahiko Abiru for the original character design for Vinland Saga.
Please welcome your nominees
Vinland
for the
Saga.
following categories.
I don't know. I was like, Dororo was really damn good.
Dororo for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there. So like, don't get me wrong. Like Carol and Tuesday, really great design. I really like. Vinland Saga though was Wit just did amazing with
That
the
shit was
character
lit,
design.
bro.
Dude, don't get me wrong, it's lit as hell, but
Character
Dororo
design
was
fantastic,
also Dororo with the monster transformations, bro, was dope as hell. And of course, I also love Kaguya-sama Love is War. I was like, the character designs in that were actually really good, and the animation was pretty fun. I keep seeing a lot of this Sada Zanami. Oh wait, is that the one where like the whole class gets turned into kappas? I think that's what that is. It's like a whole group of boys get turned into kappas. I heard that was supposed to be really funny. I think this one I'm gonna have to go with Dororo as well for best character design because the monster designs and how they were very humanistic, and the transformations were so damn good in Dororo. But Vinland Saga, Kaguya-sama, and Dororo are absolutely well worthy of it. But so does Carol and Tuesday. But Dr. Stone is trash. I'm gonna go with Vinland Saga or not Vinland Saga. I'm gonna go with Dororo on this one. I'm with you on this one, Op. And we know that that you were capping for Vinland on that one, G.
No, I'm not.
Didn't you say for best character design you said Vinland Saga?
No, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said for best character design.
I got them down now.
Yeah, but for
You
me,
said what?
I got free choice, bro. Gotta stick with it.
yeah. All right, now for best animation, the nominees for best animation this year is Attack on Titan season 3, Demon Slayer, Mob Psycho season 2, Fate Grand Order trash, Sada Zanami, I didn't watch it, so I'm not gonna cap for it, even though it's on my Mappa and I like Mappa. And then Vinland Saga. Oh, that's unfair that you got two Wit Studios.
This is not fair at all.
I know, this was actually good.
Fuck, man.
Man,
You know the casuals are gonna vote for Demon Slayer, but it was so
you know
well
what?
deserved.
I'm with the casuals on this one. I'm just with the casuals, just because like
Demon Slayer was actually good. I was like, it's fair.
no, it was good and it was consistent.
Yes,
bro. Like,
it was
they
so
didn't dip at
it was
all
so
in the series.
damn it was so damn good. It's so consistent. It deserved. I was like, even if the
consistent
You know how
too,
you
even if the casuals are capping for it hardcore, it's like this is the one that I was like, all right, y'all actually have a good choice for once, and not just. I was like, I can't fight with them, but god damn, Vinland Saga was so good too, and so was Mob Psycho. They stepped up the animation in season 2. Oh, this is unfair. This is unfair. This is so unfair. The
I'm going
animation.
with Demon Slayer. I have to go with it.
I have to go with Demon Slayer too. Like the fights too. Like the first fight with Rui alone it sets everyone, but the fight with who is it the demon who had all the drums on
oh,
his
the one
body.
with the arrows, right?
Yeah. No, not the one with the arrows, but that one was a good one with the one with the arrows and the the other one who had the heavy ass ball. But I was talking about the one who had the drums and when he would beat.
The drums, the writer, the dude that wrote the stories and shit.
Yeah, the one who that's when they first found Inosuke. Yeah, but him with the animation for that fight alone with the way that they were moving the building was so well done. I was like, I had to give it to for animation.
It's animation, bro.
It's
Slayer, bro.
the animation was so consistent.
One is top tier and it stayed fucking top tier, bro.
And that's the
It
thing is
wasn't
like,
cool. We didn't have no
but
episodes.
that's what I'm saying is that there's four on here that were consistent all the way through. Mob Psycho absolutely was consistent. I would say it's not the kind of flashiness that you had out of Demon Slayer, but the animation for the fights was so much better than season 1, and it was consistent. But Vinland Saga is absolutely the GOAT too. I was like, it was the fight scenes and the animation and the clean slow motion when they would go, and the way that they had everything, all the flashbacks, like in the very early on in that last scene when you see the slow motion drop of the knife and you see the whole replay of the season, dude, of everything that happened to Thorfinn was so well done. It's like, the animation is so goddamn good in it. But this one I have to say, I had to give it to Kimetsu no Yaiba. I was like, Demon Slayer absolutely was just so good with the animation. But that one was, I absolutely will say, was not fair for best animation. Best director. Let's see. So for best directors, we have Tetsuro Araki for season 3 of Attack on Titan. We have Kiyotaka Suzuki for Babylon. We have Shinichiro Watanabe and Motonobu Hori for Carol and Tuesday. We have Yuzuru Tachikawa for Mob Psycho 100 season 2. We have Kunihiko Ikuhara for Sazanami. And then we have Shuhei Yabuda for Vinland Saga. And I think that was going to be a no-brainer. That I'm going with Vinland Saga for Best Director.
Vinland Saga. If you didn't say villain at the end, I would have gone with Attack on Titan.
If I didn't say Vinland Saga at the end, I would have gone with Mob Psycho.
Bro, it's Vinland Saga all day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Vinland Saga wasn't up there, I would have given it to the director for Mob Psycho Season 2. Because Mob Psycho Season 2 was so... like, the first season was a massive surprise hit. And the second season was so much better. I was like, I love it. I was like, dude, Mob Psycho was... Too many people are sleeping on that one. And that's coming from one who made One Punch Man. I was like, that's his other series that not a lot of people are paying attention to. Now we have the nominees for Best Girl. So, first up, we have Carol from Carol and Tuesday. Chika Fujiwara from Kaguya-sama Love is War. We have Emma from The Promised Neverland. We have Kohaku from Dr. Stone. Nezuko Kamado from Demon Slayer. And Raphtalia from Rising of the Shield Hero. This one I'm torn between my girl Chica and my girl Raftalia.
It's Raptalia, bro. I'm capping for him.
I know I want to cap for Raftalia so much because I absolutely am capping hardcore for Shield Hero, but Kaguya-sama Love is War was so good too. Chica's amazing. Dude, I was like, seriously, Chica makes me die laughing all the time. I love her character. I was like, so I'm hardcore torn between Raftalia and Chica. I was like, don't get me wrong, I love Nezuko, but this whole left side, you know, Emma. I was like, well, I actually love Carol, but Emma, no. Kohaku, Nezuko. I know the casuals gonna vote on that, and she's precious, but I was like, it's between Chica and Raftalia for me. I'm gonna go for. I have to vote for Chica. I was like, seriously, I love Chica. I was like, I have to do it. I was like, don't get me wrong, I love Raftalia, and Raftalia is badass, and her character growth is so damn good. God damn it, her character growth is so good in Shield Hero, but
It's wrong, but like Emma, like in the first season of Promised Neverland, she's good. Later on, I hate her. I can't use that for reasons not to prick her because that makes no sense.
He's like, I'm not voting for Emma because I hate her in the future, even though that's not what was seen. I hate her later on.
Like there's such things like clown virus. She's a progenitor of that shit in the manga.
Oh god, he said a clown virus. She's the progenitor of the clown virus.
She's infecting everybody in this series, right? I was so mad, but I'll give it a Nezuko. Just
Shits and giggles. All right. Well, I'm going for Chica because Chica is actually really good. All right. Now for what are y'all's best? Dragon says Raftalia. Jay Slayer said Raftalia. I'm pretty sure Novad would say Raftalia as well. I know I'm right there with you guys. I wanted Raftalia, but
bro.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you,
if you defended her man, that wasn't her man.
Oh no, I totally get you. She did. She absolutely did. But like I said, if you watch Kaguya-sama, you would absolutely like Chica. You'd understand. Now, nominees for Best Boy is Bruno Bushiardi from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We got Hyakimaru from Dororo. We have Kanata Hoshijima from Astra Lost in Space. We have Naruto Makio from How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. We have Shigeo Mob Kageyama from Mob Psycho Season 2. And we have Tanjiro Kamado from Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Makarau. Yeah, I butchered it. Makarau? Butchering it, I don't care.
Who are you trying to say?
From Dororo.
Dororo? Oh, Hyakimaru? Yeah,
okay,
Hyakimaru.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hyakimaru for Best Boy. I do like Hyakimaru. I was like, I really do love Hyakimaru. But Mob is so precious, but I like Bruno. I do like Bruno. But, you know, if I had to give it to Best Boy, I would have given it to Mista. But I do really love Bruno out of the JoJo's. But Machio was hilarious because every time the girls would ask him about weightlifting, that dude would just rip his shirt and just be swole ass shit. Made me laugh every time. But this one I'm going with Hyakimaru. I was like, I'm going with it on Dororo. I was like, I really love Dororo. I was like, Hyakimaru was really well. But there's 4 boys on here who have, I was like, of course everyone's going to vote for Tanjiro because Tanjiro is actually a good brother. He's a good boy. But for Best Boys, it's like Mob, Makio, Bruno, or Hyakimaru. And I'm going with Hyakimaru.
Hey, this one's tough though, bro.
Yeah, it is. This one is tough.
Because I'm stuck between a few of them, bro. So
like, I'm torn really mainly between voting for Hyakimaru or Bruno.
I don't like that they didn't have Thorfinn in this though. But
I know, right? Well, I mean, yeah.
Or Naofumi, so that's just
Yeah, or Naofumi. I was like, I would have given it to Naofumi because Naofumi deserves some love. Damn it.
Because Naofumi got done dirty, bro.
Lord Reckoning, Zach, Zipperman. Hey, there you go. One of the boys that came, Lord Reckoning, just came out of nowhere and said, Zipperman. Because you were talking about that.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah, all right. That much love for that one from Operation
It's pretty cool. It's giving me a lot of Mega Man vibes, but you know, gotta see how it plays out.
Yeah, I need to watch it. It is one that was on my list. Novad said dumbbells. He said side chesto. Yeah, he's all for Makio too. Like, look, I was like, I can't help it, but Makio's so great. I was like, I agree with that one, but I think for Best Boy, I'm gonna go with Bruno. I was like, but I do want to give it to Hyakimaru. If Naofumi is on there, I want to give it to him in instant. Well, I'm gonna go with my boy
Yeah,
Bruno
for a
because
fact.
I gotta give it to my boy. I gotta give it to my JoJo boys. I was like, I gotta give it to my JoJos. I was like, but dude, Hyakimaru. I was like, if Bruno wasn't up there and Naofumi wasn't either, I was like, I would give it immediately to Hyakimaru. But this one actually had me like debating. I'm guessing you're debating between Kanata from Astra, or who's your vote? G.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm giving it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Kanata.
G, we can't hear you.
Yeah, he said he's gonna give it to Kanata. He said he's gonna give it to Astra. So he's giving it to Kanata Hosojima. All right, now is where the fuckery's really gonna begin. This year's best antagonist.
It's Ascalon, bro.
Best antagonist. See, but
Ascalon easy, and we just lost.
Bagato. Did we lose out?
Ascalon easy, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're right, but dude. All right, so
Nope.
we have Imagase from Babylon. We have Angela from Carolyn Tuesday. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, she was a bitch to Carolyn Tuesday, but I wouldn't say she's an antagonist. But I mean, I guess technically antagonist, villain, whatever. Ascalado from Vinland Saga. Garo from One Punch Man Season 2. Isabella from Promised Neverland, and Overhaul Season 4. Mid.
What was that? Mid 4.
Overhaul because in the
he's mid.
Overhaul, yeah, Overhaul's mid this season. I was like, they didn't really get to show him off to be.
The way they did him, I guess in the show, he's mid haul. I ain't even watched it yet. He's mid haul, bro.
Yeah, he's mid-haul.
They
He's
did my man
mid-haul.
Dirty.
Yeah.
I loved him in the manga, bro. I love.
Yeah, and Op was just like, yo,
That's
this
fuck,
is
dude.
extra mid, and even Soul started reading it, and he's like, yo, I'm hyped for this, and he's been like super. He's like, it's super mid.
We're not even in a Black Sheep arc yet, and it's already getting mid. This is sad, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
So for me, there's two. I was like, you're all on Ascalon because
mid-haul, dude.
Vinland is so good, and Ascalon is so great. I was like, but Gato,
Yeah, I was gonna shit on everybody. I'm telling you,
Dude,
that last
but Gato-
episode made him shit on everybody for the season. I don't care.
Dude, but Gato was one of those villains that you wanted to root for. You felt bad for Gato. I was like, you actually like.
And you didn't feel bad for Ascalon? Like,
No,
what
I
you had to
did.
do,
But
bro?
that's what I'm saying. Ascalon and Gato are the two that I'm fighting between. I was like, Isabella, she was a cool antagonist. I didn't watch Babylon, so I can get. I was like, Angela
Man,
was an
Ascalon
antagonist to
put
Carolyn
the-
Tuesday, but she was just an
Ascalon
opposing.
put the country on his back. They didn't give a shit about him, bro. And still did it.
But
Said,
God,
fuck it.
but
It's my
I
coun-
understand
it's my
Gato.
country. I don't even. It's my country that I rep secretly. I'm still gonna save their ass right now.
Yeah, but dude, I was like, dude, but Gato.
Kingslayer, bro. He said, "Fuck you, Jamie Lannister." I'm the
Yeah,
Kingslayer.
I mean, you're not wrong. He really did. He's just like, you know what? He's like, anyone move. He's like, he's within the.
My man
into
cut the
blood.
king's fucking head off in a room full of his soldiers, bro. How? And then he killed like 50 soldiers. Like, come on, man.
He did go to town on everyone. But like I said, but Gato literally killed heroes. He took on people, and even when the monsters were trying to fuck him up and say join us, he's like, nah, fuck you guys. He's like, I don't need y'all to be a monster. He's like, I'm just gonna be a hero killer. And then he beat down the monsters too. And even when he was getting his ass, when he was getting his ass beat by Bomb
Bro,
and
that's
Bomb.
definitely Ascalon, bro. No question about it.
Right?
No, like I'm not saying there's no
This is-
question about
this
it.
is
It's
a
like
throwaway
for
category.
It
me,
is, dude. It is, bro.
dude. For me, I was like, don't get me wrong. Ascalon is my like up there. I was like, but I do feel for Gato. I was like, those are the two that I care the most about. Like, dude, seriously, Gato was
in a
well
manga.
done.
Fuck the anime. Nah.
Psycho said, "Yeet this coochie." Well, calm down there, girl.
Oh, well,
Whoa.
hold up. Get more wild than me. Hold on now. There's a limit to this shit now.
Woo, calm. Ooh. Psycho Queen over there getting wild. Let's see. Lord Reckoning Sad said Ascalon
like
Saga.
button.
He said Ascalon Saga. He's like, not even Vinland. He said Ascalon Saga.
Hey, for real, though. It is Ascalon Saga. Who said that, dog? Big up. Give him a shout out. Give him a sub and a follow. Fuck.
Yeah, right. Novad said Gato should not be on this list. He lacks what is necessary. No! Don't say that about Gato. He deserves it more than Overhaul does.
Does in the manga, not the anime. That shit's a travesty.
Yeah, I was about to say, but Gato was well done in both the manga and the anime, man. You mean Father Slayer? Well, he's talking about that. Ascalon. All right, well, I'm going with Ascalon. I'm sorry, Gato. I do think that you deserve at least a nomination, but man, it's so hard. But Ascalon was something different, dude. All right, now the fun begins. Is who's the best pro tag? We have Emma from Promised Neverland. We have Hyakumaru from Dororo. We have Saitama from
Askeland.
Askeland again. Saitama from OPM Season 2. Senku from Dr. Trash. Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. And Tohru Honda from Fruits Basket. Hyakumaru, hands down. No cap. Hyakumaru going for Dororo.
Bro, he fought for his life.
Yo, he literally fought for every part of it. His eyes, his ears, his nose. Bro. He fought for everything. I was like, dude, seriously, Hyakumaru was so damn good. I was like, Dororo was so damn good. I was like, don't get me wrong, I love Fruits Basket, but I was like, even though the new series, the remake is great, but sorry, Toru, I love you, girl, but no. I was like, Saitama, I still love you, and you deserved it for season 1, but season 2, I was like, it kind of faltered, but I did give you Trap, but Hyakumaru absolutely deserved it. Emma, girl, get out of here. Senku, you trash. I was like, you go make the chemical compound for trash, and that's you. And Tanjiro, we already know that everyone's gonna vote for Tanjiro for best pro tag for the casuals.
I like to win, so I'm gonna go with Tanjiro.
Yeah, he's like, I want to win, so he's like, I'm going for that one. Novat said Tanjiro, no contest. Oh, you.
It is no contest. Sorry.
Oh man, so bad. Okay, now anime of the year. We have Carol and Tuesday, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Mob Psycho Season 2, Old Maidens in Your Savage Season, The Promised Neverland, and Vinland Saga.
You even have to ask.
Well, I have to ask. I was saying,
as much as I love Vinland Saga, I'm giving Demon Slayer the slight edge, bro.
Hold on, bro. All this capping you did all night, you won't give
hey.
Did you not hear the man? He said he wants to win. I'm going cap on Vinland Saga. I'm going for Vinland Saga, even though
you know what? The only reason why I'm saying Demon Slayer, and it's not even because of like all the fans are gonna vote for it and all that good stuff, and it's gonna win. It's just for me, like, it's just the consistency, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, Vinland Slayer was consistent too, but dude, it was just something about freaking Demon Slayer, bro. Like,
respect that.
Every episode, bro, I was just like, fuck.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
And Vinland Saga did have a few like dry little episodes. Like, they were like context wise, they were still good, but it was nothing really popping off. You know, there was nothing really popping off. Like, there was some time where they were just like sitting there waiting for see what freaking Thorkill was gonna do on the bridge. You had a few of those like down episodes that were just like a lot of just like talking, which is still good because it was still great for the development of the show. But like every episode of Demon Slayer was hitting, bro.
I will give you that.
Tanjiro, it was some of the other Demon Slayer corps, like when Giyu came through, bro. Like,
yeah, man. And then we got to see Zenitsu learn his story.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Like that I can agree with on why I would vote for Demon Slayer. Mob Psycho absolutely was really great this season and definitely a massive contender. I'm mad that Shield Hero got snubbed when it absolutely deserved it.
That too, bro. Because I would have honestly, if Shield Hero would have been, I probably would have voted for Shield Hero. I wouldn't give a shit about Demon Slayer. Because Shield Hero was that show, bro. And Shield Hero was like, for me, I was already reading Demon Slayer and like I already knew what I was getting myself into, but then the animation for it was just like fantastic.
And he was just like,
Shield Hero, I didn't know shit about Shield Hero at all. Like,
dude,
that shit made me want to read and everything else.
Yes,
bro.
After the second episode, I immediately started reading the manga. I am all the way caught up with the most recent chapters.
I wanted to know everything about it after watching like 2 or 3
And like,
episodes,
dude, when I saw the openings and be like, oh, that's what they're teasing, I was like, yo, I know exactly what chapter's gonna end at. I know where it's gonna go. I was like, I'm so excited. And I'm like, now seeing what's coming next, I'm just like, yo, the next season after where they ended, I was like, the next story arc, bro, with the turtle.
Demon Slayer, that Shield Hero needs is a tad bit better animation, bro. That's just it.
But I was like, I will say that they did kind of slow down a little bit at the end with some of the fights, especially during that second fight with Glass. But I was like, their fights in the animation was still top tier, absolutely top. But I think that if they do just a little bit more,
you know what? I wouldn't say top tier because like, dude, the bar's been set so high, so like they need to catch up.
Yeah. Lord Reckoning says, I like MC that don't talk and go with action. Winland Saga, no contest. So
I just feel honestly, I just feel like the bar is set so high, bro. With like, cause this year, bro, our 19, we got like some top tier animation.
yeah,
bro.
this year was really good.
like
And Novat even said that
any other year, I would say Shield Hero has some top animation, but because the bar was set so high, like it got to catch up.
it was literally right there. It was like just trailing behind, just barely. I was like, but it was so good and just right there. I was like, man, I loved it so much. Novat said, I'm going with Demon Slayer only because Cannon Busters isn't in the running. He also says Demon Slayer gives
Cannon
so many
Busters
characters.
was too short, bro. I felt like right when they fired up, like, and it was getting like super good, like the show ended. I was like,
He also
what?
said that
Like,
Demon Slayer didn't give a lot of or gave a lot of the other characters badass moments. So I can agree with that. But for me, I was like,
Cannon Busters was lit. But like I said,
I will agree. I will agree that I have to give it.
It was like 12 episodes.
I have to agree.
But that
with
Cannon
kinda
Busters opening
Demon
is fire
Slayer.
though.
But dude, Demon Slayer, Vinland Saga, they're both so good. I'm going with Vinland Saga. I kind of agree that with Solo on this one, Vinland was the GOAT. It was the dark horse that came out of nowhere. It just took over. I was like, so I'm capping hardcore for Vinland on that one.
Man, I just need Amazon. Amazon did it right though, dude. Amazon, you gotta watch out for Amazon. They coming with the anime, bro.
They're starting to get some
on Amazon, cause they got Jujutsu coming too now. So you gotta watch out, man. They about to get some content going over there.
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys. I think that's it from us. Is there anything else anyone wants to say before we go ahead and hop on out of here?
Nope. Better hit that subscribe and like button, bro.
Yes, hit the subscribe and like button for everyone. Seriously, y'all need to, as well as here in the chat. Y'all are gonna
Follow
see.
all of us. Show us love.
Yes, make sure.
We're gonna lock down a solid time and get this thing right for you guys, man.
Yeah, I was like,
thank you guys for being with us.
I was like, right there in the chat. If y'all can see that right there, make sure you follow all of my social media down right there, so you can keep up with me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, where you can find all of our information and all that. Of course, you want to make sure you check out everyone on where they are at. Tell them where they can find you at, and I'm going to post your link in the chat. All right, cool, Op. Good job. So make sure you follow Op at right there at Operation Oppo on Twitter, and of course follow Super G over there as well. G, tell them what you be doing and what you up to, man.
I'm not up to shit, man. But starting this year, dude, I'm gonna get into streaming pretty heavy. I'm just getting some stuff sorted out. And man, just follow me on Twitter and freaking. Oh, of course, hit my mixer up too, bro. I'm gaming on all consoles, playing stuff different. And just come through, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get a brother a like, bro. I'm about to hit 500 followers though on Twitter, so if you want to help me get there, follow me, man. I'm like 3 away, so help a brother out.
Yeah, go follow him and help him get that 500, guys. I was like, we got things in the works.
Yeah.
And
everybody else, man, I hope y'all can come to E3, meet the Smash podcast in real life, bro. You ain't gotta just hear our voices, see us, besides seeing fucking Bloody's mug every fucking Saturday or every day with his
I mean,
stream.
yeah, let's say
come meet the rest
see,
of us.
They see my
Come
mug
meet
all
the
the
rest of
time.
us.
They see me whether I'm streaming or not streaming. I was like, they always see this mug. I was like, but they seen y'all's mug. They seen the pictures that we took at E3 last year. But guys, there will be no show next week because I will be live from PAX South with all the other amazing content streamers from Mixer and Twitch and stuff like that. So you'll be seeing me live here in San Antonio from PAX, doing a lot of stuff out there with the guys and all the people that I'll be around. You'll also maybe see some live streams here on Mixer. I'll try and put some other stuff over on YouTube as well. But make sure y'all do go and check out me on Mixer because you will be seeing a lot of content from me on there, as well as you'll see posted up videos from Twitter as well as on Instagram. I was like, make sure that y'all do go and follow G because he's starting to stream. Me and Op are going to be picking up where we left off with some of our streams and stuff like that. We got things in the works. And for everyone, I do have merch in the works for us. So for all of our amazing supporters, there is going to be that coming out here soon. So do be on the lookout for whenever I make that announcement. So guys, make sure that y'all do check that out. There is a lot of wonderful things that we have in play and plans with you guys. But until next time, guys, we'll catch you in 2 weeks. But for everyone else, if y'all wish to stay here, I will be live again here in a few minutes because I'm going to be streaming more A Way Out with Megatron 1974 from one of our big brothers and friends from New York, especially from the TXR podcast. So be sure to check that out here in a few minutes. But until next time, guys, the Smash Podcast will be back soon. We love you all. Until then, peace out and sayonara, everyone.